Worthing FC TV with Chris Agutter, looking ahead to this Saturday's trip to Chelmsford City in the National League South. Aggie, before we get into Saturday's game, just a quick reflection on Tuesday night's defeat to Farnborough.
Do we have to? Very disappointed with the first 15 minutes of the game. Gave ourselves a mountain to climb, and if we produce that same level of performance with that lack of energy, enthusiasm, intensity, willingness to run, willingness to do the ugly stuff, we can forget doing anything this season. It was pre-Maidstone-esque. We were easy to play against. We were easy to disrupt. We lacked aggression. We were a soft touch in the first 15 minutes, and just on that period of the game alone, we deserved to lose. So, if we reproduce that, like I said, we can forget getting in the playoffs, let alone challenging for a league title or continuing to challenge for it. So, I'm very, very disappointed. Normally I'm sort of quick-ish to recover from games, and you sort of, when you drop points and you lose, you're frustrated, and it's about sort of 24 hours. But it's a few days down the line now, and I'm still not very happy about it at all. So we will talk. We've already touched on it a couple of times with the players, and then obviously training this evening. So we will address that, and that won't happen again. I'm pretty sure of that. It was really poor, and it was most unlike us. I think we've obviously got ourselves into an incredibly good position. I mean, in terms of points per game, we're still top of the league, but as I said, if we produce that same level of performance in terms of our energy, intensity, aggression, willingness to run and do the ugly stuff, we can forget it. So we can forget doing anything. So that's the big takeaway. And to be honest, I'm not that bothered about the rest of the sort of 70 odd minutes, because that first 15-20 minutes was nowhere near the sort of standards that we've set and the expectations that we've set as a team.
I suppose it's all about a reaction now, and the opportunity to do that is this Saturday at Chelmsford City.
Yeah, I mean, ironically enough, we got beat by Farnborough and then went on that long run, and which got us into the position we have, so or that we're in. So just got to try and repeat that. I think we said last week, this time of the season, on the run-in, it's not about tactics, it's not about shape, it's not about individuals, it's about a team, it's about as a collective sticking together, working hard, doing the ugly stuff, grinding results out, and ultimately earning the right in each and every game you play, and we've got to embrace what's in front of us, and we need to enjoy the challenge ahead of us, and again, the pressure or expectation, or we just got to enjoy it. We can't let it crush us, and again, the starting point to every positive performance is doing the ugly stuff and working hard, and we're going to need to do that against a sort of resurgent Chelmsford that they lost in the week against Bournemouth, but they were good value for at least a point from the bits I've seen. So it's going to be an incredibly tough game, but if we're going to do anything, we need to go to Chelmsford and we need to win.
Looking a little bit closer at Chelmsford, how do you assess them as opponents?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're very different to the team that we played earlier in the season. I mean, down here, I think they, even the most biased Chelmsford supporter would struggle to say that we deserved anything less than 3 points on the day. Obviously, we drew the game despite creating a hatful of chances. I think they're a different team to the one that we played then. They've had a bit of a turnaround in personnel. I think they've recruited really well, and I think they're probably in a miles better headspace. So we expect Chelmsford to be a bit more on the front foot and a bit more aggressive and be a bit more expansive than what they were down here. So we expect a really difficult game against a side who, I think if anyone's going to make a late push for the playoffs, it'll probably be Chelmsford. I think Chelmsford Western, they'll be the ones that I think potentially threaten the current pack that look in decent positions, so it's going to be tough.
And finally, just looking at the team, who is available and who might miss out on Saturday?
We're obviously training tonight, so it's as you were based on Tuesday night. But there'll be a lot of changes from the team Tuesday night anyway. So going back to the first part of this this interview is I can't cope with what I saw for the first 15 minutes. Injuries or no injuries, there'll be changes. So we've got an incredibly strong squad. So and we'll put a team out there that, worst case, will run around for 96 minutes. Again, that's been the platform for the success we've had that's got us to where we are in the league. So if there's any doubt about whether or not certain individuals are going to run around, then they won't play. And equally, there's guys in there that are desperate to grab the baton and help us on this last leg, who we know what we're going to get from them. So there'll certainly be changes to the team that played on Tuesday night. I say played, but that was out there against Farnborough. Injury-wise, the feeling is and availability-wise, it's where it was Tuesday, and we'll have to see tonight what the situation is with Nicky, who's probably the one real question mark from, as I said, from Tuesday.